live. I can't see the thing because I messed it up.
We are.
Tonight's episode of JRB5 Behind the Music will not be aired at this time. Tune in next week for Melvin Junko's life after the Toxic Avenger and the formation is Sludge. Punk band, the Toxic Melvins. Until then, check out this Toxic podcast.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you.
Music.
Lovers Only.
What is up, everybody? Josh JRB5. We have the lovely April, Blonde with the Wind Entertainment.
Yeah.
She'll get into that in a little bit in a minute, tell you what that's about. We got Coach over there hanging out. We'll see if James pops on. He's always a busy man. He's finally back into the ICT, so that's we got a fighting chance with him. He was on the road for 2 or 3 weeks, I think. But yeah, we're gonna talk songs that we hate. I mean, I used hate a lot on the internet just because the internet loves the word hate, you know. I mean, that's what the internet was invented for. So
I don't have a lot of hate in my heart, so that was hard.
Yeah, me neither. But our least favorite songs from our favorite artists, and that was always a good one because there was a couple that inspired me for this list, and it was kind of hard after them too. I was like, crap, I like a lot of music here.
It was so hard.
Yeah, we got our wheel right there. I'm gonna try to fix my screen a little bit, so just.
It would have been easy to find. It would have been easy to find just most hated songs, but it was hard to find songs of bands that you love that are hated. So,
yeah.
Did you say it landed on me?
No, we'll spin. I was gonna try to fix my viewing screen's a little wonky over here today because I was not prepared. But
we only had 15 minutes before the show to get prepared.
That was apparently not enough. I had
right,
spaced it in here. We're gonna spin it. We're gonna see. I think I pulled James off. Who's gonna go first? Who's gonna win?
I like the bow.
Oh, first is a good spot.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we quit kicking. If if somebody else gets it, then that song was kind of off the table. But it's all loosey goosey. So, like I said, if you pick
New Girl gets
Tom Petty song.
All right, so I go first. So I'm gonna say okay. So one of my favorite artists is Prince. Man was a genius. It was really hard to come up with a song that I didn't like.
Yeah.
But I absolutely hate that Diamonds and Pearls song that he does. It's so, I don't know.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
It's very Celine Dion-y.
Is it?
He had some stuff that was that way. He had a.
It's not good, Prince, but it was very popular on MTV and VH1. It's like Diamonds and Pearls. It's very ballady.
Is that the song you sent me with him just doing it acoustic? That you said a different.
Oh yeah, actually, I did like that song because I saw him do a
different version of it.
But when you did it a different version, it actually was good.
Yeah.
But I hate the one that he mass produced and
recorded.
I can actually say I don't like that song from Prince. Probably the only song I can say that about. The band played like 30 instruments. He's, just crazy. One of the best concerts I ever saw. So
he was a legend.
It's the first one.
He was a legend.
Yeah, I pay homage. I changed my official art name to the artist known as JRB5. Not paying homage to him and the green one. I don't know what the hell
that was about.
And the green one. I'm the green one.
But he went back to Prince.
Oh yeah, that was it. Like I said, everybody's like, "Why don't you use ForMusicLoversOnly?" Well, because I'm still using that whenever I get into a horrible record deal or a horrible art deal, and have to legally find a loophole, then I'll do it.
Like, who is his publicist though? Like, how are you supposed to even say that? Like, how are you supposed to represent that? You know what I mean? Like, the artist formerly known as Prince. Like, what?
My symbol is just going to be a middle finger. 2 middle fingers.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I didn't listen. I'm sure they advised him, but.
Oh, no. He has enough money to do what he wants.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's your number 4 then?
Oh, my number 4?
Yeah. We go backwards. I didn't know if you.
Well, they're not really in order. So I would say Pink Floyd, one of my favorite bands, my dad's favorite bands.
Yeah.
Grew up on them. But I listened to that Saucer Full of Secrets album last night, and I wasn't digging it. I guess I'd have to be tripping or something to maybe enjoy it, but it's so crazy. It's very LSD-y.
My bicycle.
I liked it when I was younger, but I don't know. That's probably my least favorite album of theirs.
But I was still with Sid, the main
right before
guy.
he went nuts over.
Yeah, and it was very
the bad trip he never came out of.
Yeah, I mean it was very 60s pop, trippy pop.
I mean, I'm sure if I took some mushrooms, I might enjoy it more.
We'll have to try it sometime.
I'd say that entire album is like, my least favorite.
Yeah.
So, am I doing another one?
Yep.
I'm doing my whole list.
Whole list.
Okay. So, next one, I got PJ Harvey, baddest female artist of all time, in my opinion. I love her.
Bad as in good.
I couldn't even find, I finally found one song was like Who by Fire, and it's some soundtrack song, and I don't like it because it does sound like a soundtrack song or a musical song. So that one, Nirvana, one of my all-time favorites. But the Rape Me song, it did bring a lot of attention to that topic whenever that came out, but that's probably my least favorite one because, boo, fuck that. And then Tom Petty. I don't even. Sorry, did I cuss?
Yeah, you can cuss.
Okay.
It's okay. It happens from time to time.
Yeah, I say F a lot. But Tom Petty is my, what is that? 1, 2, 3.
That'll be your fifth.
My fifth. I don't even have one. I don't even think I could pick one.
Yeah.
I tried.
Well, then just say some.
He's my dude.
Oh, Umba.
Probably my least favorite is, what is it? American Girl. I mean, I like American Girl.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's a good
I
song.
don't like that one.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like I say, some of mine I don't like because
if you like the one that I have
me
of him, then I don't know. I have one for Tom Petty that I don't think. Well, if you go listen to it, I don't think you'll like it.
Okay, well, we'll decide when we hear that.
Okay.
All right. Well, she has 4 then, I guess.
I got 4. Let me think of the Tom Petty.
Go back to Voltron here. Let's see if I can edit and fix this thing.
I didn't understand the assignment. It came up short. Sorry.
That's all right. You can just say
Make my own rules.
While we're doing it, if you come up with a random 5th song that you just hate from anybody, then just tell us and we'll add
Rush. Everything Rush.
Well, there you go.
I can't stand it. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I one time couldn't be somebody's roommate because they liked Rush.
They liked Rush.
I can't
Yeah,
handle
wow.
that. Sorry, you'd be a great roommate, but I don't want to listen to that.
I think I've probably jammed this song before, but
I get to go.
yeah, I don't know.
I usually end up last, and
I don't know if I've ever been last.
Started out going last, so here I'll go with this. And like I said, it was tough. I had 2 in my head right off the top, and that's what kind of inspired the category. And then after that, it was very hard.
I was gonna say it was your category, man.
I know, but it's been a long week.
It's the hardest.
It's been a long week. My brain's been shutting down, so just how it works. I'm gonna go with one. A friend of mine, Mr. Brandon Adams, he had commented on our post about one of my posts about it, and reminded me, and I agreed. It's a very horrible song, but Atmosphere. Which Atmosphere gets talked about a lot by me on here, but they have one song on their When Life Gives You Lemons album that The Skinny. It's talking about a skinny white pimp, and it's just like, really? I've never really liked it, but the rest of that album and the rest of his songs, I can't think of any other song of his that I don't like of theirs. But yeah. Then so my number 4 was Sour Girl by Stone Temple Pilots. Again, I love Scott Weiland. I love Stone Temple Pilots, but just that whole album was lackluster. I think that was kind of after he got sober, and I was like, God, I hate to say it, but get back on the heroin, dude.
I was gonna say drugs make music so good.
I don't know. I mean, I hate to say
bring
it.
out some creativity, I guess.
Life's short, but music good.
Yeah. So I mean,
don't get back on the heroin.
Yeah, don't.
No, don't do it, man.
Stay away.
Yeah, he did, and we see how that worked for him. I guess it's like
Is he still alive?
No, he
died.
Yeah, I mean, this was a lot longer than I ever imagined, honestly. But so number 3, which I have talked again about Blind Melon a lot, but No Rain, I just absolutely hate that song, partly because it got overplayed so much, and they have such a great catalog of hits, real hits, not campy, play on MTV, the sheep will love it, and I think that's
which
they did, and I don't, and so that's why I don't like it. But every other, I mean, I can't think.
I'd agree. I think that's probably the least favorite one of mine, but I still like it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I won't turn it off. I'll suffer through it.
I love
I may tap my foot, but then I'll catch myself and be like,
oh, yeah, I don't like this song. Quit.
See that? I've publicly said I don't like this song.
Yucky.
I don't want to be called a bastard.
They are so good.
Can't be a bully and a bastard.
A bully and a bastard, yes. That was one of my questions, too, that I asked. We're going to get a little sidetracked. Have you ever had to fight a bully?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a gal at work. I had to go pick her daughter up for finally retaliating and got kicked off from school. So that was kind of the only fights I've been in were with friends. I mean, I've outsmarted some bullies, but never fought them.
I don't know. I figured out with bullies in 6th grade, like if you push back, usually they're full of shit.
Yeah.
So that's how you do that.
Yeah, I just walk up and punch a bully in the mouth and had to solve that one, and then got beat up by him for the rest of the year. So that didn't work out. No.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story too. Yeah. Well, number 2, The Doors, which again, that was a hard one. And
I have one. Don't take mine. Don't take mine.
Love Me 2 Times.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like that?
No.
Twice today. Yeah.
That's
Love Me 2 Times. I've gone away.
It was very. I mean, it just seemed like heart wasn't in it.
Oh man, I don't know. I like that. I disagree, but that's okay. It's not my list.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather have like Soul Kitchen or Crystal Ship or something with dark meanings. Even the Ramblings, like I said, that I think it was a poetry album, and he had a couple books too. Books were published after his death, I think, compiled. But just random off the wall.
No,
I am the Lizard King. I can do anything.
I just heard a thing where they used some AI to have him sing something here recently, and it was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
that's the only. There's going to be some really horrible things about AI, but there's going to be some badass things if they can do. And I can't remember, it was with like a rapper or even on this one, but it was
seen that one.
It was weird, but it's pretty badass. So
that
I don't know if I like that. Like, you're gonna have a dead artist and you're gonna have AI singing new songs. I don't have any say in what's being done. Like, I don't know.
I know. That's what I said. I don't know where I'm at with it, but it was still pretty cool to hear somebody that you would love to have got to seen live in your lifetime, or like especially like the Doors. I mean, that's probably for sure top 3 or bands of mine of all time. I'd do anything to
Speaking of Scott Weiland and the Doors, did you see that where Scott Weiland did a couple, like a concert or something,
and covered some stuff?
Yeah, he sang, and it was all the original members. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was awesome. I just seen that, and that was cool.
Yeah, but back to the AI. Remember that guy we were talking about that went viral with that song, Anthony Oliver, Anthony. Well, they're all the AI versions of like Hank Hill singing the song, Johnny Cash singing it, and
there's been a couple actual remixes where people have done like cut part of it out or whatever that were pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, I think we're just gonna put Anthony Oliver's name in the title of this
for sure. We'll get a billion views.
Yeah.
I'll change the next show. I'll be Anthony Oliver and try to help us out.
Yeah, dye the beard, red. So that was my number 4. So the first one, number 1, I know I've talked about it on the song, but Werewolves in London. And I didn't even know who did it, but I hated the song, and so I never.
Isn't it the Animals or something?
No, it's Warren Zevon.
Well, I thought this was supposed to be of your favorite bands, but that's okay.
No, he is my favorite. I didn't like it. I never gave him a chance until I was sitting in a River City Brewery, and they used to have like two guys play guitar, like Saturday, Sunday morning, something like that. And so I was in there getting, drinking way too early and listening to music, and they start playing Carmelita, and I'm like, at that point, the only version I knew of it was Gigi Allen. So I'm like, what the fuck do these old guys know about Gigi Allen here? I'm like, what the hell? So I'm pretty sure I had to go home to get onto my internet. That's how old it was, how long ago it was. I had to go home to get on my internet and do some research, and found that Warren Zevon was, the guy who originally did it. I'm pretty sure he wrote it too. But I mean, it's been covered 1,000 times. And I was like, oh, wow. And then I found his My Shit's Fucked Up, and that's a great song. And Send Lawyers, Guns, and Money.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, his rest of his catalog is phenomenal, but I will skip that song. I mean, I don't care. I'll gouge my ears out.
Big for Halloween,
Like, I can't.
Yeah, not a big fan myself either.
Yeah, I can't.
Good list.
Yeah.
All right, so I think it's your turn. Do we need to spin just this? You want your spin so you can get your name on the list?
I don't feel bad if we don't, but I leave that up to you. You're the host. I'm just the co-host.
You would feel bad? That what you said? That's what I heard. You'd feel bad.
No, I said I wouldn't feel bad. I said I don't want you to feel bad.
No. Well,
right.
It served its purpose, so carry on.
My number 5 is Metallica Invisible Kid. It's like one of those songs that starts out like, and that's what makes me so mad about it, because even when I listen to it today, it starts out like it's going to be an awesome song, builds up to not him trying to kind of rap or some, I don't know what, it's just not a good song.
What album was it on? I mean,
2003 something of the, I don't remember what it was. They had like 3 or 4 on there. I didn't
Reload.
Yeah, I think it was the same one that had Unforgiven 2, which is actually like my secondary for him, because why would you even try to step on Unforgiven, which is like your
right.
Your best, like it. If you're a band struggling, I could see why you would try something. But when you're one of the biggest bands, even sell out, whatever everybody says, no matter where you would go, you could still, I mean, they're just massive. I mean, I just seen them somewhere overseas, and they just like 1 billion people there. It's just insane how popular they are everywhere, So my number 4, Tom Petty, Zombie Zoo.
I liked that one.
I don't, man, and I don't like the way he sings in it, and I just don't like it, man. Like, I want to like it. That's another one of almost all of mine are like a song. They start out, the music is freaking awesome, and the singing, the timing, it's just not good. It should be erased. To me, it should be erased from his catalog. But
like they got lazy or just throwing it in there.
Yeah.
Like B-side.
Yeah, it's like what you said about one of yours. It was like it was just half-hearted. He just did it. Somebody's like, "I want you to do this." No, okay, I don't like it. So, my number 3 is probably my favorite band of all time, or right there, Beatles. Wild Honey Pie is another one of those where like they were just so strung out. I mean, there's a whole probably 3 albums in a row actually, where I could have picked a lot of songs where they're just so strung out. They're just singing about what they think it sounds good to them because they're on gobs and gobs of LSD and what the fuck ever else, Yeah, man, this is good, dude. It's just, but that was real bad. So, my number 2, Alice in Chains, The Love Song. Another one of those. And I guess Alice in Chains isn't really one of my favorite bands. They have some good music I like, but that song, what's that?
I said I love Alice in Chains. Yeah.
Well, that's what I said I do too. I mean, but they're not one. I don't even, probably maybe somewhere in the top 20, not top 10. But anyways, that song just not good. Good build up, and then just not a good heavy metal song. Just So
teases you.
Yeah, that's what I said. All of these ones are kind of ones that if they just wrote better lyrics for them, would be awesome songs because the music's good. And then my number 1 is The Doors. Yes, the River Knows.
I don't know if I know that one.
It's another one. It's another one. Well, go listen to it now. That's why we do this show. Half of these songs I don't, this episode I know more of them than previous episodes.
Yeah.
But that song is just another one where it's kind of real cool music for the first 10 or 15 seconds, and then I just don't like the song. So, and that's really probably one or two of only Doors songs that I couldn't just lay there and jam through. So.
Yeah, I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is, but I went through. I was like, certainly I got to find, because that's one I went through and we hit every album and just skimmed through there. But I was like, no, I love these all.
That was my problem with PJ Harvey. I was like, how am I going to pick my least favorite? Yeah. I like them all.
So, I mean, I don't loathe Love Me Two Times, but I mean, like I said, Werewolves in London and No Rain and Sour Girl, I definitely loathe. I mean, it's just, ugh.
I don't mind No Rain, but
honorable mention was Old Time Rock and Roll, Bob Seger. That one is just like, what? Come on, Bob.
Yeah.
When we were kids, I don't know. That was a pretty cool song, though. I think that's just one of those. That's like a novelty song. Yeah.
But you go like 2 songs down on that album, and you got Just a Number, and I'm like, there we go. I feel this. Like, why would those?
I almost had a couple Dylan songs on there because there's a couple. Of course, he has such a huge catalog. You're gonna write some bad ones, but he had a couple on there I was listening to. But he's an awesome. He's awesome, but he's not really one of my favorites. So
I love Bob Dylan. I saw him once in Denver, but he's already so old. Like, his band was rocking, but he can barely sing anymore.
I just seen something. I just seen he was up on stage here real recently with somebody else's band. He's 82, I think. And he was jamming with somebody it wasn't his band. I don't remember who he was with now, but it was pretty cool because he knew all the music. He was doing their music, and it was just weird to see. So it was pretty cool.
Nice. Another one I tried was where Meatloaf would have had his birthday. I don't know how old he would have been. But
great tits.
The internet is very torn with the Meatloaf. Love-hate relationship. Some people hate it. Any of it. I hate Meatloaf, and I'm like, well, I hate Meatloaf the food, but I like Meatloaf the. I love Bob with bitch tits. Come on.
I say I'm about.
I like
I said
nice. I don't really like his music though.
I'm 25% with him. I probably like 25% of his music. I'm not a huge power ballads guy, but he's got some that, I mean, obviously, are good. But yeah, I think he was a better actor than a musician personally.
Yeah, I consider his his it's like
I
movies and music.
For love.
God, I hate that song.
That would probably be the one that I would pick if I had to pick him, but I didn't. Because the rest of it, Life is a Lemon, and I Want My Money Back. I'm like, yes, I want that one. And Objects in the Rearview Mirror.
That's a good one. But he has some pretty rotten ones in there too. When he write a big album, there'd be 2 or 3 good ones and 6 or 7 not as good ones. Which is,
I know, but I feel like now when they released albums, they're so much shorter. They're 5, 6 songs. Like back then, they were releasing
21, 17.
Album.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Oh, did you see?
The 2-disc ones or the 2 cassette ones or whatever. You get crap music.
Did you see they arrested somebody for Tupac's murder?
I did. I watched the press conference on that, man.
I watched about 5 minutes of it, and I was like, I want to know who paid the motherfucker to shoot Tupac. That's what I want to know. I don't want to know. I mean, that's it.
I thought it was Suge Knight, or is that Biggie? Did he kill Biggie? I don't know.
Biggie was after, but I don't think it was Biggie who paid.
So what was the evidence? I'm like, I don't know.
He watched more of it, I think.
I will have to watch more.
Yeah.
How did they finally make the rest? Because it was a guy they were looking at.
I think they interviewed him long ago for this and did stuff, and then something I don't know if a weapon was found or that part they didn't really say, but obviously they have enough to make a deal of it right now. You know what I mean? Something came to light enough. Either he admitted to enough people, or I mean, hard to know. I still don't know how you go back without a gun, without a multiple eyewitnesses to, you know, on something that old. And
well, I'm sure it'd be all over the court TV.
Yeah.
It'd be, you know, on everything.
I'd like to see who paid him if he really
for
did.
Sure, man. BET will cover the shit out of it. So
yeah.
Which interesting story that feeds into Tupac. So the first concert I ever got to go to without my parents was Digital Underground.
Ooh.
That'd be awesome. All around the world.
Yeah, when that album came out and Tupac was with him.
Yep.
Like it was
that'd have been
so
fucking
they
sick.
just had their 25th anniversary, 30-year anniversary, I think, of that.
Oh my God.
30. Yeah, it's been 30.
Oh, I can't remember
Nothing But Trouble with Chevy Chase and Demi Moore.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to say. When they're when they're in that courtroom and they're like all around the world. I've been all around the world.
It was pimp. Yep, I got to go to that. Like 14.
That would have been amazing.
That was cool.
Do the hump.
I'll go with my first concert without my parents was probably Stone Temple Pilots and
Nice.
And I want you to want me.
Yeah, I know I need you to need me.
Whoever that was. God dang it, drawing the blank.
I know, I can hear it in my head.
Didn't I see you crying?
We have a late bloomer over here. We're getting ready to, I would say, go back and watch it, but my list was Love Me 2 Times by The Doors. And like I said, we love the premise of this is artists we love. And so, but songs that we don't love from the artists that we love. The Skinny by Atmosphere, Sour Girl, Stone Temple Pilots, No Rain, Blind Melon, and Werewolves in London by Warren Zevon, however you pronounce it.
It's going to be in my head all night.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And Miss Janice says that was Cheap Trick. Thank you. That would have bugged me until I Googled it.
Yes.
That's why we got good listeners. Help us out.
Where did they play at?
It was the Coliseum.
I've never seen Stone Temple. I know I got to see that band.
And I said, I think, Cheap Trick opened up for him. Then it was Stone Temple Pilots and then somebody after him. And I don't remember who was after him by any means, but I was just like, wow.
I got a worse one. My first ever concert was Bush in 6th grade. She's lump. It was bad too.
My head. That's not good. That's not Bush.
Or who was it?
That's not Bush.
President. Well, Bush and somebody else.
Yeah, the president.
President of the United States.
President of the United States.
That was Bush and President of the United States. I think were the concert. There we go.
Yeah.
They're an underrated band.
My sister was obsessed with that song.
Yeah.
She sang it all the time.
All right.
And then I went to freaking Ozfest in Kansas City and got to see real shit. I think the day I was there, it was like Korn and Ozzy and a couple other people. So that was my second concert in like 7th or 8th grade. So that was pretty badass.
Damn, yeah.
I think I've admitted it before, but my first concert, my sister had got New Kids on the Block tickets, so I had to go. My official fucking first concert is New Kids on the Block, but
you fucking loved it.
Here
in Wichita.
Oh, I loved it.
I did not love it then. I didn't.
I was screaming, and
I mean, if I guess I could have.
Donnie.
I guess I should have been more. I'm like, hey, there was a tons of chicks here, so I should have played that up. But I think I was like 12 or something. I did not have my Riz. Is that what the kids are saying?
I don't know.
My Riz.
I'm not a kid.
I'm
not cool.
Just watched the new Ninja Turtle movie with the kid. And she was like, did he just say Riz? I'm like, I think he did.
Dude, my first out-of-town concert I ever got to go to, my parents would let me go to, what was that? Lollapalooza. I wanted to go so bad.
Yeah.
It was badass.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go to that one, but they let me go to 9 Inch Nails, the Melvins, and the Jim Rose Circus. And I was like, if my mom knew what I was watching on the stage right now, she would flip out.
There's a lot of blood at 9 Inch Nails concerts.
It was badass.
Going to a testament. It's church, Mom. It's church music.
Yeah.
It's testament. All right. Well, I've got the donut hole. I'm going to skedaddle on up there. What you got going on?
The family.
Dinner with the family.
My mom's out actually here now, and we're going out for I don't know whatever somebody's birthday. I don't know whose. Probably mine. Maybe
going out. Before we get off here, you didn't want
plug some stuff. Get over here and plug it up.
Let me plug stuff. So my Blonde with the Wind is my business name. Blonde with the Wind Productions. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, social media. But I do have a show coming up in Wichita, October 27th. It's Friday. Can't announce it yet. I'm getting it all worked up, but I will probably announce that on Friday. But it's going to be Halloween weekend in Wichita, and I'll let you know.
I will share it. And
so go like my page on Facebook, follow me, and I do events here in Wichita, and Kansas City, and Lawrence.
It's down in the description right now, so just head over there.
Yes. So thank you. Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for
coming on, Coach. Putting up with my tyranny.
You're gonna run me off with all your bullying and being mean to me.
We'll probably be back next week. I guess we'll figure out. Maybe we'll ask the audience of experts what they want to talk about. Maybe we'll do a poll on it. Do some. Let them pick something. But yeah, thanks for coming on.
Of all time.
Huh?
Top 5 Sublime songs.
We've
already done that.
Yeah, we've done the best females once already. I mean, we can go back and do it again. That's the thing about it. It changes.
PJ
it can change. And we may do Sublime, all Sublime songs next week, especially if James comes on.
He won't come on if we do that.
I figured he would come on now, but maybe I'm just a big meanie pants.
He might be busy. Don't be that way. Don't run off your friends before they run off poo pants.
All right, later.
Later, man.